Hi, I'm Carlene, and this is Carlene Tonight.
It's been a while since it's been me and you talking about relationships and the relationships that we have with our friends, our family, our girlfriends, our boyfriends, whoever you're with. And I was just reading an article. And you know what is very interesting is how the experts give advice. I'm going to quote from this actual article that I read. It's called Coronavirus Facts. What are the new dating rules and what about hooking up? This is written by Isabella Gomez Sarmiento. And she brings up some valid points. You know what I mean? Having the COVID talk, which is very hard right now. You know what I mean? Who's in your bubble, your inner circle? Are you making your circle smaller because of COVID-19? And should you start dating someone new during a pandemic? These are all questions that I think you and I are having with ourselves, especially if you're single. So we're going to delve into it a little bit more. I'm Carlene, and this is Carlene Tonight. Happy New Year. I hope that it's getting easier for you. It's probably not as easy for anyone around the world. I mean, this thing has been affecting us for almost a year now, and I feel like the end is near, but not as near as we want it to be, because here in Toronto, we've been in lockdown for a month, and it looks like it's another 2 to 3 weeks that we're going to be in lockdown. So here we go. I do want to say something that was interesting. Today, I went to a mall to get a SIM card for my cell phone, and I haven't been to the mall since last month when I needed to go to post office. And boy, oh boy, is it quite a chore now. There are only 2 entrances you can go into. First off, and then second of, you have to go through to security and tell them exactly why you're in the mall. They don't want people walking around the mall. This is not a social place anymore. They've actually blocked off certain sections of the mall. The Tim Hortons is not even open. So anything that is considered a social thing, it's not happening at the mall. So when I went in there, I went to go get my SIM card. Then I also went to Dollarama to get a few things. But the whole process, I went to 2 different entrances before I figured out which one they were allowing customers into. So this is not something that I think is fun. So I'm probably going to avoid going to the mall. But if you need to go to the mall because you need to get your cell phone fixed, you need something for your cell phone, or you need to pick up prescription drugs, that's understandable. But it's forever changing, and I feel like the control is there and there is no avoiding it. But anyways, I digress because I wanted to let you know what it's like now to go to the mall here in Toronto. It's a serious thing. You're only going in there because you need to. So we're going back to dating. Now, there are different dating apps. There's OkCupid, which I suggest. There's also Bumble, which I've heard some good reviews. I haven't had the greatest experience with it. And there's also Plenty of Fish. I don't like Plenty of Fish. It's free, but I haven't had great experiences with it. So I'm just going to say my piece, and I'm like, try it, see if you like it. I'm more on the old school thing. So people don't even know that this is still a thing, but Quest chat line, you call the chat line, you create a greeting, and you speak to other singles are in various age groups in the city, and you get to talk to them, send them messages back and forth. If you like each other, then you connect live. That's another thing that you could do for yourself right now. So here I am with the whole dating thing. So the one thing I think that is kind of hard to really grapple with is having sex with someone new. This is not like before. Now we're talking about masks in the bedroom. I don't know. I read an article, the article I just told you about, and they're talking about Teresa Tam saying that because you're so close to the person, maybe wearing a mask. But I mean, we are human beings. We want to feel that touch. So I don't know if I want to wear a mask when I'm being intimate with someone. I don't know about you, but the whole idea does not sound that exciting to me. Anyways, it is what it is. You can have that discussion with that person when that time comes up. But you could also, I think a lot of people are thinking about, ooh, maybe I'll go back to my ex. If they're free, maybe we could still be friends with benefits, because at least you know that person, you know who they've interacted with.
Hi, I'm Carlene, and this is Carlene Tonight. We have for you Altered by Mom, AB list celebrity.
I have nothing left. My get up and go just got up and went. I failed the test so miserably. I'm completely out of time, like old chewing gum. It's come to be clear just what I've become, a B-list celebrity in the autograph line. A stronger man could maybe explain my journey in and out of fame. There was a time when I was your world, and now I am not. Saw you in a dream, with lakes for eyes. You were looking through me, and a forest split us off between its everlasting pines. Guess it isn't true that two become one when one of the two is a B-list celebrity in the autograph line.
Hi, I'm Carlene, and you're listening to Carlene Tonight. That was Altered by Mom. The song's called AB list celebrity.
You know, it's so crazy, but when I think about this, you have to go to the grocery store one day a week. There's other people at the grocery store. Unless you're ordering your groceries online, think about it that way. How many people are you interacting with on your day-to-day? If you're lucky and you're working from home, fine. But when we think about the whole dating game, let's be serious about this, right? Because dating is a process. You're getting to know someone, and eventually you want to meet them and you want to see them. So do things outside. Go for a walk. I don't know. Go grab a coffee. Get to know each other. Maybe choose a day where it isn't so freezing cold outside, because we are in the dead of winter here in Toronto. For those of you listening in other parts of the world, these are all the things that we have to consider. At the end of the day, I do believe that relationships are important. And I don't care what anyone says. You can only talk on the phone so much until you actually want to be with someone, to get a hug. Now is the time where we're being so careful and so standoffish, because we don't want to catch what that other person may have, because there are still so many unanswered questions about COVID-19. But I do want to say this, that we are in the era of COVID-19. This is something that will last for we don't know how long. So we have to think about these things, right? We have to assess the risks that we're going to take, the same risks that you would take when you're going to the grocery store or to a testing site. Meaningful emotional connections are still an essential part of everyday life, and we should keep the rewards and benefits of dating in mind, just as we do buying food or seeking medical care. I mean, just be careful. Be mindful of who you're hanging out with. Make sure that they're being careful too. And some people are working from home and some people, unfortunately, are not. They have to go out every day and deal with the public. So I think it's one of those things where you're building your immunity. Take care of yourself first. Make sure you get enough sleep. Don't drink too much. And make sure you're taking your vitamin, your iron, and you're trying your best to eat healthy. But it's hard right now. A lot of us are snacking. I'm snacking. I mean, I'm snacking. I'm watching Netflix. You know, I just got to say, you got to watch Queen's Gambit on Netflix. That's a quick binge weekend watch. But we're spending so much time inside because not only is it cold, but that's the order. Like, we are in this state until February 11th, and we all want to go back to life as it was. Because we're dealing with a new situation right now. Life is not what it used to be. And we just have to be very careful. We have to ask those questions. And I think what we're going to be talking about when we come back is discussions that you have about the area that you're in, especially during this pandemic. Let's talk about that next.
This is Carlene Tonight, and we have for you our favorite artist, Altered by Mom, Dewey.
I guess all of the things I could never say are things that I can sing. I guess all of the things I could never do were important to you.
Baby, do we keep on being free? Baby, do we keep on being free? Baby, do we keep on being free?
I'm sorry for the feels that I made you feel. If heartbreak is so real, I guess all of the things I could never say will all get said someday.
Baby, do we keep on being free? Baby, do we keep on being free? Baby, do we keep on being free? Baby, do we keep on
If we could try before it dies, give this candle a new light. If we could try before it dies, give this candle a new light. If we could try,
Baby, do we keep on
if we could try,
Baby, do we keep on
if we could try before it dies, give this candle a new light. If we could try, do we keep on being afraid?
Baby, do we keep on being afraid?
Hi, I'm Carlene, and this is Carlene Tonight. Thanks for tuning in. That was Altered by Mom, Dewey.
We are talking about relationships during COVID. And the one thing I have to remind everybody is this. Be safe, be careful, and, still live your life. Like, we got to live our life. We can't let COVID control us. We can't let it affect our lives in every single part of our lives. We still need to live our life. The one thing I do want to say is this. Just be kind to one another. Don't be mean to people. I think that that's the one thing during this time where it feels like every man for himself. And it honestly is in some cases. So, if someone needs to talk and you're able to listen, then definitely listen to what they have to say. So as I was saying, tonight's topic is about relationships, being single in a pandemic. What do you do? So going back to what I said about the area. So there's certain areas in Ontario where the numbers are a little bit higher. And of course, we have to be mindful of that. Peel, the numbers are getting pretty high. Peel is surrounding areas like Brampton and Mississauga, of course. So we just have to be careful about that. And then obviously Toronto, the busiest part of the city, which is not even as busy anymore because of COVID. We have to look at those numbers too. So I think we have to discuss with the person that we potentially are going to date and tell them, do you want to date outside? Like, you know what I mean? Go on our dates outside. There's less risk in that area. And then until you're comfortable with having the person come over to your place, then, outside dates, going out for coffee, going for a walk, maybe just discovering your area and doing things with nature. I think we could go for a hike. There's so much to do outside. Obviously, from what I've heard from a friend is that if you want to go skating, you obviously have to book that in advance. The other thing is tobogganing is what I've heard. I haven't done any winter sports so far this year, so don't quote me, but definitely do your research before you go out on that date. And then you can always order in once you guys are comfortable, right? There's so many things you could do inside. Watch a movie, play cards, play checkers, play chess, be creative, figure things out, and just remember that it's you. You have to make the best decision for yourself, whatever makes you happy. At the end of the day, you need to be happy, and that's that. Even if it's a one person that you're going to see, then so be it. Also, if you're doing things virtually, there's going to be that transition from like talking virtually, doing video chats to then all of a sudden you're going to be seeing each other in person, right? So how you interact with each other in person says a lot, because that's how you're going to know whether or not you want this person in your life in the long run. At the end of the day, all I want to say to you is this: please don't stay inside and not do anything during this pandemic because you're worried. Just be careful, be smart, and do your research. And then at the end of the day, make an assessment that's best for you and your personality, right? The researchers, they don't have all the answers. We are still figuring out COVID-19. But yes, keep inside, stay safe, wash your hands, do all the things that you want to do. And if you want to date someone virtually until the rules change, so be it. But make the best decision for yourself, because at the end of the day, you have to live with your decisions, right? I'm Carlene, and this is Carlene Tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, we're going to have an Olympic athlete. Oh my God, I'm so excited, guys. An Olympic athlete is going to be on the show. He's also a real estate agent, a podcaster. I can't wait to have him here. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but you just have to tune in next week, Thursday. Thanks again for being a part of this experience. I'm Carlene, and you can follow me at Diva on the Radio on Instagram with 2 eyes, or you can visit our website, www.divaontheradio.com, and check out our Instacart link, because if you are planning to do your groceries while at home, then go on Instacart. Go on the website, www.divaontheradio.com, and choose your groceries. Why not make your life easier? It's great. Online shopping is a blessing and a curse at the same time. So make your life easier. Go on the website, click on the link, and do your online groceries. Why not? Like I said, I'm Carlene, and this is Carlene Tonight.